Hello, my name is Dennis Whitt, guitar instructor for classic folk guitar lessons. Today I'd like to do a lesson on a classic folk song called Scarborough Fair. The version that I'm going to do is similar to the Simon Garfunkel version with a little bit more melody in the guitar part. Let me go ahead and run through this and then we'll break it down after that. This song is in 3/4 time, so I'm going to give it a 6-beat count in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I've got the guitar tab open up in front of me, which I made using Guitar Pro guitar tablature software. And before I go through the guitar tab, I want to go over the chord forms that are used in this song. The first one that I use looks like this, and it's an A7 with a 6th in it. And the 5th string is open, and your middle finger is on the 4th string, 4th fret. Then the 3rd string is open, and then the 2nd string on the 5th fret with your little finger, and then the 1st string open. Okay, the next form, you just take your little finger off and bring your index finger down on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. That's an A7 sustained 4th, add 13. And it sounds like this. The third form in the song is an A7 suspended 2nd, and it is it's a very fancy name for a very simple chord. All you have to do is put your middle finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and the other strings from the 5th to the 1st are open. Okay, the next form that is used in the song is a G chord played with these 3 fingers, your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and you need to play it with those, not with these fingers, because the next chord in the song will require a little chord change that goes from this G chord to what they call a C with a G bass, and you do that by going from the G and then bring down these notes that get part of the C chord. So anyway, you've got your G with the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th fingers, and then that C/G chord, which is with your ring finger still on the 6th string. Put your middle finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and your index finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and your little finger remains anchored to that 1st string, 3rd fret, even though I'm not going to really play that note in this part of the song. It's just convenient to leave that finger there. Okay, and so that's a form of a C chord, the C/G. And then the next thing I use is what they call G/B, or in other words, a form of a G chord that uses the 5th string as the bass note. That's the 5th string, 2nd fret, and I put my little finger on the 1st string, 3rd fret. It looks like this. And then the next form that I use is a form of an A minor. Use the 5th string open, and I bar the first 3 strings at the 5th fret. That's an A minor in a little bit higher position. Don't hit the 4th string on this. Try to avoid it or mute it out a little bit by letting this ring finger here kind of go over and touch the 4th string. so you don't really hear it. Anyway, that's the A minor form that I'm using, and then that's followed by, I think you go back to this G with the B, and then there's another C. Now this C is a standard C chord, just play like you normally do. Then a D, the way that the D is normally played. And then I go back up into this kind of like the first chord in the song, except instead of using my little finger on the second string, I bring it over to the first string to try to catch an extra melody note or two. Anyway, that is the 5th string open with the 4th string 4th fret, and then the little finger on the 1st string 5th fret. And that's followed by the G with the B, and we played that before in the song. I think, anyway, the 5th string on the 2nd string 2nd fret, and the little finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret. That's followed by an A minor 7 that looks like this. I'm not really going to use the 4th string on this, but anyway, I'll be using the 5th string open, the 3rd string open, the 2nd string 1st fret, and the 1st string open. Only 2 more chord forms to go. C with a G. This is, I think there was something like that earlier, but anyway, it's basically a C form. This is your regular C, but what we're going to do is bring the little finger down on the 1st string 3rd fret, and bring the ring finger over to the 6th string. I think before what we did was the same thing, but without this pinky note here. So anyway, you got the 6th string 3rd fret, the 4th string 2nd fret, the 3rd string open, the 2nd string 1st fret, and your little finger on the 1st string 3rd fret. That's a C with a G. And the last chord is a form of a G, and let's see, I think I play it like that. It's like a G, except the little finger is going to go on the 2nd string 3rd fret instead of on the 1st string. So those are the chord forms in the song. Okay, I've got the guitar tab open in front of me, which I made with Guitar Pro 6. And the first measure uses that first chord form, and you go start with the 5th string open, and then go to the 1st string open, then the 3rd string open, then the 4th string on the 4th fret. Let's play those first 4 notes. Then you change forms and go and play the 2nd string 3rd fret, followed by the 3rd string open. So we play that together. Okay, that's one measure right there. Now the second measure, you go to the 5th string open, to the 1st string open, to the 3rd string open, and then you come down here and just get the 4th string 2nd fret and play 3 notes in that form, which would be the 4th string, the 2nd string, and the 3rd string. So let me play that measure. 3 notes in this form, right there, and then 3 notes here. Whoops. And then it's the 3rd measure, which is like the 1st measure. Then the 4th measure, which is like the 2nd measure. And that's pretty much the introduction to the song. Then the next measure, which is the 5th, is where the singing would start. Are you going? Same as what we did before. Then that leads to the G, which is the sixth string open and the second string open, followed by the fourth string open and the third string open. We play that. Then you get two notes together. Bring your finger from the G over to kind of like a C chord. Hit the second string first fret and the fourth string second fret. And then take those fingers back off and hit the same two strings, the second and the fourth, together again. Let me run through that measure. Okay, and then that leads into, I think it's the eighth measure, and go back to what you were doing before. Now this ninth measure is a little different. It starts off the same. You go, and then after you hit those four notes, you're going to do a little run that goes from the fifth string open to the fifth string second fret. That's going to lead you into your C chord. Now in the C chord, you go like this. Okay, in the C you're going 5, 3, followed by a third string open, followed by the first string open, back to the third string open. Then it goes into this G with a B form. Hit two notes together, the fifth and the first string, and that's followed by the third string. So let me play that measure. And that leads into this high A minor, where you hit the fifth string open and the first string with the fifth at the fifth fret, followed by the third string fifth fret and the second string fifth fret. And then in order to get to your next note on time, I kind of leave the A minor form here and just hit the third string open with my index finger, because that's going to lead me back into this G with the B, or I play it like I did before, followed by the third string. So let me play that measure. And that leads into the C again. Sounds like this. I hit the fifth and the third, fifth and the first strings together, followed by the third string open. That leads into the D chord. You hit the fourth and the first string open out of the D chord. Then the third string second fret, then the second string third fret, and then again I'm going to leave the D form now and hit the third string open to give me time to get back to this position up here. So let me play that D part again. That entire measure, which would be the 12th measure, sounds like this, going from the C to the D. Okay, and that's going to lead into the next measure. Okay, now the next measure is like what we've been doing before. Whoops. And then, but this time, instead of going down into this form, you stay where you're at. Do that. This is the fifth string open, first string open, third string open, then the fourth string fourth fret. Then bring your little finger over and hit the first string fifth fret, and then the third string open. Okay, so the 13th, 14th, and 15th measures are the same as what we've done before. In the 16th measure, it goes like this. One more time. And then the next measure, you hit those two notes together, the fifth and the first together, followed by the third string, followed by the fourth string, back to the third, and then the first and the third again. So let me play that measure. That's measure 17. Then in measure 18 you go back to your C chord and use your little finger. Okay, so you hit the 5th and the 1st string together with the little finger, followed by the 3rd string, followed by the 2nd string, then the 3rd string, then the 1st string open, followed by the 3rd string. So let me play measure 18. Okay, and then that's going to take us into a little run that we're going to do. Okay, in measure 19, I'm in my C chord. I hit the 5th string, 3rd fret with the 1st string open. That's followed by the 3rd string open, and then this G/B, 5th string, 2nd fret with the 2nd string, 3rd fret, followed by the 3rd string open, and then an A minor 7 with the 5th string open and the 2nd string, 1st fret, followed by the 3rd string open. Let me play that measure. And then it goes into a G chord. You hit the 6th string, 3rd fret with the 2nd string open, followed by the 4th string open and the 3rd string open and the 2nd string open. And then you hit, go over this partial C chord and hit the 2nd and the 4th strings together. And then hit the 2nd string open and the 4th string open again, back in the G. So let me play that measure. And that leads back into this C/G, and you hit 2 notes together, 4th and the 2nd strings, and then the 4th and the 2nd strings again in G, and then the 3rd string open. So that's measure 22, and it's counted 1, 2, 3. Then it leads back into this form that's like in the beginning of the song. You hit the 5th string open, and then the 1st string open, and then the 3rd string open, and then the 4th string, 4th fret, and then take and hit the 2nd string, 5th fret, followed by the 3rd string open. So that sounds like this. And then go into your G chord and hit the 6th string, 3rd fret with the 2nd string, 3rd fret, followed by the 3rd string open, followed by the 4th string open, followed by the 3rd string open, and then the 2nd string, 1st fret, and then the 3rd string open. So that sounds like this. And then I'm now in measure 24, and I'm almost at the end of the song. Here's the G chord. You hit your 6th string, 3rd fret with the 2nd string open, then the 4th string open, then the 3rd string, 2nd fret, then the 4th string open again, and then the 3rd string open and the 4th string open. So let me play that measure. And that leads to back into kind of like the beginning of the song. Okay, this last section in the song is about 4 measures, starting with measure 25. You're doing pretty much the same as we did in the beginning. In fact, it's just like the introduction. So it sounds like this. And then that's pretty much it. I think at the end of the song I do a little strum on an A minor 7 just to end the song. And that's it. Okay, I want to go ahead and play along with a backing track that I made using Band in a Box audio and MIDI looping program. There are actually 3 verses in this, and the first and the third verse have vocals that I pre-recorded. The middle verse is all instrumental, and that way you can hear what your guitar sounds like without the vocals. So I'm going to go ahead and start this. It'll count off about 6 beats. So here we go.